Girls, welcome back to the Apocablog. Day 1466 of thinking, well, let's do a quick comparison. That's probably not going to be that quick. National Review critic flunked. Oh, I see what they did there. Ugh. For reviewing Jill Biden's PhD dissertation. Um, National Review critic at large, Kyle Smith, so critic at large, so he's critiquing, that's called his job, is facing blowback online for a harsh review of incoming first potted plant wife's, whatever, Dr. Jill Biden's dissertation. Piggybacking off discourse from last week about her use of the doctor honorific, Smith called Biden's dissertation garbage and argued it's not an addition to the sum total of human knowledge. Well, um, Smith's not alone. Tucker Carlson did a deep dive and actually read the fucking thing, and he covered it in his show. And let's see. So, contrary to what you may have read, Dr. Biden is not a healer. She's not allowed to write prescriptions. She wouldn't know what to do with your appendix. Dr. Jill has an education degree from some school in Delaware, and you're supposed to find that highly impressive. She could be the surgeon of Goldberg because she's a dollar too. Many have laughed at the apparent absurdity of all this. We took it seriously because that's our job. We actually read her dissertation this week, the very document that made her, quote, a doctor. And what did we discover when we did that? We're going to give it to you in a diagnosis. Very clever, Tucker. Dr. Jill needs reading glasses. Either that or she's borderline illiterate. There are typos everywhere, including in the first paragraph of the introduction. Dr. Jill can't write. She really can't think clearly either. Parts of her dissertation seem to be written in a foreign language using English words. They are essentially pure nonsense, like pig Latin or dogs barking. The whole thing is just incredibly embarrassing, and that's not just because of poor illiterate Jill, but also because of the college that considered this crap scholarship embarrassing, in fact, to our entire system of higher education and the nation itself. Dr. Jill's doctoral dissertation is our national shame. Are we overstating this? Well, you decide. On the very first page of Dr. Jill's opus, she describes an average class of students at a community college called Delaware Tech. Of course, she counts the students by their skin color. She's a Biden. But pay close attention to the math. 3/4 of the class will be Caucasian. 1/4 of the class will be African American. One seat will hold a Latino, and the remaining seats will be filled with students of Asian or non-resident aliens. In other words, somehow Dr. Biden accounted for all 5/4 of the class, which actually isn't easy. You've got to pay very close attention to do something like that. And she got a doctorate for writing that. As the dissertation continues, so does Dr. Jill's habit of counting things in non-traditional ways. On page 47, for example, she writes this quote: of 159 students surveyed, 55 receive financial aid, 41 pay their own tuition, 45 students' parents paid bills, and 3 spouses pay, 9 receive scholarships, and 9 others receive funds from the GI Bill vocational rehabilitation programs or grants. Now, we said that fast, but did you follow the accounting there? Dr. Jill surveyed 159 students and received a total of 162 responses. Go ahead and try that at home. You can't. You're not a doctor. And it goes on. At one point, Dr. Jill suggests this is an innovative one. The administration may want to consider in future planning an 8-week study week. An 8-week week. Bet you know what the administration thought of that before. In their tired Western linear approach to time and space, there was only a single week in a week. Yet another relic of the patriarchy. Time management, blah, blah, blah. Hey, look, it goes on. It's not written well. She's not a thoughtful person. She's married to a fucking potted plant. You can't be intelligent and marry Joe Biden. It just doesn't work. It's kind of like the COVID stuff. These two things can't exist in the same universe. She can't be smart and marry Dan. Not possible. But of course, the Wall Street Journal also did an editorial about why she should stop using the word doctor, and Oh, Camel Toe Harris is deeply disappointed by the Wall Street Journal piece undermining Dr. Joe Biden. It's not the American way. Let's see what the American way is, Kamala. 15 dirty little secrets about your First Lady, Melania Trump. Melania Trump, America's next First Lady, pay attention to the words here because same timing, pre-taking office. Many people are surprised. Oh, fuck it. Okay. 15, number 15, raunchy phone call with Howard Stern. 14, not the brightest crayon in the box, of course not. 13, she married her father because apparently Donald and her father are very much alike. Her native country resents her. She's a commie, illegitimate half-brother. Rumors have it that she was a streetwalker. Pay attention to the words, kids. Not a hooker. I'm not a prostitute, a streetwalker. She's inherently fake. She sold her soul, surgically enhanced. She's a hypocrite. She's uneducated. Of course, she's dead inside. Trump is her second husband, and she posed nude. Well, she was a model. It's kind of what they did. But, whatever. And, let's get some other hot takes on First Lady Melania Trump. Supermodel Emily Ratajkowski, whatever the fuck, revealed today that an unnamed New York Times reporter called First Lady Melania Trump a hooker. And by the way, when I typed in Melania News, this is just the first page of headlines. What do Melania Trump, prostitution, and Gawker have in common? Mark Roberts, who was running for Congress in Oregon's 2nd Congressional District, called First Lady Melania Trump a hoebag and implied she's a prostitute who works by the hour. Actor Michael Rappaport blasts Melania Trump, calls her a dumb fuck and a dumb animal. Was Melania trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein? Actor and comedian Michael Rappaport, oh, this guy's got a fetish, shared a meme warning Twitter followers to never forget that First Lady Melania Trump and President Trump are a hooker and a con man. Court filings are a window into the crass life of Melania. Did anyone know that Melania was a prostitute or that Donald Trump committed adultery? A congressional candidate from Oregon has caused an uproar on social media after comparing Melania to a Trump. Did you know to a prostitute rather? Did you know the First Lady works by the hour? Melania Trump called gold digging whore after donating comfort kits with Karen Pence, because yeah, that's appropriate. Trump met Melania while she was prostituting for Epstein. Axl Rose accuses Melania of being a former hooker. Melania worked as a prostitute. That's from Matt Ralston's blog. And Cardi B suggests Melania Trump was a prostitute. Didn't she used to sell that pussy? And that's not even them trashing her, the way she dresses, and she's by far the most glamorous First Lady we've had ever. Anything she's done in the White House, from absolutely stunning Christmas decorations to redoing the garden or tennis courts or whatever, they just, no matter what this woman does, they trash her. And even after they've theoretically stolen the election, to all intents and purposes, it seems that the potted plant is going to take the office. And so even when they've won, this is how she's treated as she's theoretically going out the door. Goodbye, Melania. Melania Trump will best be remembered for her icy expressions, her glossy outfits, enormous belts, and perhaps her anti-bullying campaign. And then they go into how she didn't want to be there and blah, 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 and the I really don't care, do you jacket and all. And they close it out with, she's small-minded, petulant, and petty. The best thing we can say about the First Lady is that she occasionally appears to dislike her husband almost as much as the rest of us do. We will remember, no, we're not going into it. So, the most beautiful First Lady that's ever been in the White House. And all they can do is trash her because she's married to Orange Man Bad. But remember, kids, that's not the American way. Well, not when the progressives have